Hey, everybody. So I am here with Mike Kouterick. Mike Kouterick has been going to our church for a little over a year. He was baptized Memorial Day weekend of 2025. One of the reasons I wanted to just bring him on and talk to him is because one of our goals for the year for True Life is that all of our regular attenders, or at least 75% of them, the majority of them, would bring one person to church one time in 2026. Just one person to church one time. It's a small, kind of low bar, but it could have a big difference in one person's life if we all just think, hey, who might God want to bring into this community? At least expose them to this community, and then just see what God does. Just trust God with what happens next. I think a lot of times Christians overthink it. Well, I don't want to come off preachy. I don't want to force anybody. I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to convert them. And we overthink it. And what I've learned is that the people who have been following Jesus for the least amount of time are the ones who don't overthink it. They don't find it weird. They're the ones bringing their friends and family. They're the ones saying, just, hey, come and see. Come and see. Just like what happened with Jesus's first disciples. Just, hey, come and see. Come and follow. Come check out. Come explore. And so what I want to do just a few times over the next couple months is, because we haven't really given much attention to this goal so far. We've been giving attention to other goals, but I want to start giving attention to this goal and really challenging everybody at True Life to think about, who can I invite? Who can I bring? Who can I say, hey, I'll pick you up. Hey, I'll break you up. Let's go out to breakfast afterwards. Let's go out to brunch afterwards. So I'm going to be interviewing some people, people who have been new to True Life just in the last couple years. And I want to ask them, who invited you? Who brought you? Why did you say yes? What happened after you said yes? And so we're going to start with Mike Kouterick, who was brought here by a family member. Some of you will know who that is. Let's jump into it. So, Mike, you are going first.
Cool.
You're the first one that I'm able to grab and identify. So, yeah, just briefly, who brought you to church? Who invited you? Who invited you to True Life?
My pops did. My dad brought me in about like around this time last year, a little bit more than a year ago now. Um, he brought me in. We never really went to church together before, and he was looking to start a new life, and he brought me into his new life, and I'm forever grateful that he did because it's made me so much into a better person. Just being able to find a good community full of so much people and a whole bunch of different activities we have the option to do. It's awesome. I'm so glad he brought me in, my pops.
When he brought it up to you, what were you first thinking before you went, but after he asked you to come with him, what was your first thought?
Yeah, so when he first asked me, I was actually so excited, because I've been going to, church on and off since I was 5, but I haven't really, been consistent with it going every weekend. So, um, him asking me, I was grateful, honestly, to have a partner to be able to go to church with on the weekend because I don't know about anyone else, but I had like a hard time just going on my own with having no one else to go with, and
Hmm.
it's just been amazing. I'm glad he
Hmm.
did ask.
Now he was going for a little while before he asked you, right?
Yeah, yeah, like about like a month or two before.
And okay. And did you know that he was going?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
you didn't say, "Hey, I want to go with you." You were there was a part of you that was waiting for an invitation.
yeah, correct. Yeah. I was just kind of waiting for the little nudge on the shoulder and then, seeing my dad, take things into accountability and changing himself. I just kind of, rubbed off on me and, I just wanted to do what he's doing.
Hmm. That's really cool, man. Um, so you went a little over a year ago, and what was your first impression? Was there anything that was weird to you or awkward to you?
No, not no. Everyone in the church, everyone's amazing. And the first time I came to True Life, actually, my first service, I started bawling my eyes out because of just how peaceful I felt on the inside, and just the wonderful songs that the band plays. It's just there's nothing like you can't beat it. Any ounce of awkwardness around, everyone's just really genuine, and everyone's just great. I feel at home.
Wow. And then within a few months, you wanted to get baptized.
Yeah, yeah. I was compelled very much. Um, a lot of things were working through me at that time in my life, and I'm very happy that I did do that. And to say the least, True Life has helped me a lot. I'll
Mm.
get to that point of where I'm at today, and not only just last year, just ever since that day, I felt like a new man. You know,
Who did you have baptize you?
Pastor Chris, and Pastor Justin.
And why Justin? I think Justin was the main one you had asked. Why did you ask Justin to baptize you?
Yes. So Justin, he hosted a couple groups, and I've been to a couple of the young adult groups, and I felt a real connection with Justin, and we he was able to get down and deep with me on a personal level for me to open up, and it's kind of hard to for me to do. But he was able to do that, and I was able to grow a genuine connection with him, and he was able to help me learn about Jesus and the you know everything about uh, life, pretty much. Like, he was just mentoring me for a certain period of time, and just Justin, that's the man. I'm so glad that he did.
Yeah, that's really wonderful, and it's such a great example of so your dad brought you, but then you got connected to someone like Justin, and then he started to speak into your life and lead you to Jesus, and so it was just your dad who kind of handed you off, so to speak, right? And then other people
Yes,
started to get connected to you, and you started to benefit from the whole community. I think a lot of folks think, well, I can just invest in somebody over here and I don't have to bring them to church because they might think that's weird. And they don't account for how their church community is going to be a blessing for that person, just like you experienced.
absolutely. It was like a blind side. Just a whole bunch of new people just came into my life, and I'm like, wow, I have a whole new community to lean on, and so many great people, great minds.
Let me ask you one more question. Have you brought it since you got baptized? Have you brought anybody to church?
I've been trying to get my girlfriend to come in. We finally figured out a scheduling issue with work, so we got her to take off Sundays. So I'm hoping to start bringing her every Sunday and getting her connected with the whole community there. And I brought in my best friend. He came, he loved it. Still trying to get him to come back every Sunday, but
And you bringing them, is it weird to invite them? Do they say, "Dude, what are you talking about? Why do you want me to bring me to church?" Or does it just feel very natural for you?
it kind of feels like natural to me. Obviously, like with the certain people I talk to, I try to stay away from anybody that's like not really down to earth, and people who aren't authentic. So I mean, usually when I do pop the question, do you want to come to church, most people are it's just like natural. It's not like, well, what'd you just say about me? Like, it's natural.
Yeah. Your girlfriend has come at least twice, right?
Yes, yes, she
And
loves it.
she didn't think it was weird that her boyfriend was inviting her.
No, not at all.
So listen, man, that's all the questions I had. Just wanted to keep it short and sweet. Such a great example of just God using your dad to bring you to church, and now God's using you to bring other people. And I
No,
appreciate you sharing your testimony there.
absolutely.
So it was a blessing to hear from Mike, just his personal story while he was on his work break. Um, and I want to encourage you, who can you bring? Don't overthink it. There are people just like Mike who would love to say yes, and you don't even know it. They're just waiting for an invitation. Sometimes we think if somebody knows that we go to church, they'll ask, "Oh, can I come to your church?" They probably won't. They're probably waiting for an invitation. Who can you invite? Not because our church is the best church anywhere. It's just God uses the body of Christ. God uses the body of Christ. Let's expect God to use the body of Christ. Some of us have the objection that, well, I don't need to bring somebody to church in order to introduce them to Jesus. That's true, but to know Jesus is to be connected to the body of Christ in some way. And sometimes people become followers of Jesus first, and then eventually they get connected to a church. But oftentimes it's through the body of Christ, it's through the presence of Jesus being tangible in a church community that leads somebody to become followers of Jesus, just like in Mike's case. So don't overthink it. Just pray, Lord, who can I invite? Who's around me? And then let's see what happens.